This is a question for the men. If you're not a man, keep scrolling. Okay, so men, why are we hating women? Why are we hating women? I feel like women are hating men and men are now hating women. They don't want to get married. They don't want to live with them. They, they just want to be single forever. Like, what's going on here? Are all you men into men now? Like, what's going on? I'm so confused. I feel like we're creating a divide here, folks. Can we come back together? I love men. And I want men to start loving women again. Like, I don't know. What do we need to do? Let me know and I can try to get the congregation together and we could try to move forward so we can all start loving each other again. I don't know. What am I missing? Can you please fill me in? I'm very, 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 very confused. Okay, thanks.
We don't hate women. We actually love them. But let's be real. Women themselves keep saying, stay away. We don't need you. We want the beast. All men until no men. They demand 6 feet, 6 inches, 6-pack, 6 figures. Meanwhile, all we want is peace. Men aren't accepted for who they are anymore, and we're done chasing validation.
Remove sex from a relationship and 90% of women have nothing to offer. Remove money and 90% of women will disappear. Honestly, he nailed it. Women today are useless. Ran through, materialistic, and draining your wallet. You'd be better off flying to Thailand and becoming a passport bro because Western women, not worth it.
Men aren't quitting. We just value peace over disrespect. Take away the money, take away the bedroom, and most women disappear. Poof, gone. Men are finished wasting energy on entitled, materialistic women. Better to sleep in, build your savings, and enjoy your peace. Why chase someone who only brings stress and bills? In the end, freedom beats forced love every time.
I have a regular man for you, and I want you to tell me if you would marry this man.
Okay.
5'8", about 35 to 50K per year. Would you marry that?
Hell no. He's below the poverty line. What are you talking about?
The poverty line is actually far less
regular.
than that.
Yes.
Brian, raise your hands if you would marry him. Yes or no?
I don't even know any men in that
Okay, hold on.
position.
So no one at the table would marry this man, right? No one? Okay. Congratulations. You and 1,000 other girls plus we've interviewed said the same exact thing. So it goes back to what I said. You said, most girls are going to get a regular man. No. Most girls want extraordinary men.
They told us to leave them alone, that they don't want the average man. So we did. You can't build a life with someone who subconsciously resents you. They picked the beast, claimed they didn't need us, and demanded distance. We listened, and were far happier for it. And now, the peace we've found is something they can't take away.
I am absolutely convinced that men don't actually want relationships. Like, men want their lives as is. They want to go about their day exactly as it is, do whatever they would normally do, and just want somebody there when it's convenient for them or, for the things they want to do. Like, convince me I'm wrong.
Here's your strong, independent woman on display. Men spent years trying to prove themselves, only to be told it's never enough. Never again. Now we know our worth and won't waste it chasing validation.
I don't think men like women anymore. I don't think that men desire us women anymore, us real women. I don't think that they value us like they used to. Men aren't really putting out effort. They're not putting out any type of effort like they used to. Taking a girl on a date becomes an issue. Spending money on a woman is an issue. You should have your own money as a woman. Going out to do something fun is an issue. Why don't you just come over to the house and we could do something in the house? I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm from New York, but I see women all over the globe complain about what's happening with men nowadays. Is it women that's not making themselves desirable anymore? Because there are beautiful women out here, beautiful women, ambitious women, caring women, nurturing women who are outside looking for love, and men that just can't keep up with that. Like, they're not communicating with them. They're not willing to hang out and do fun things. What happens to the fun in life? What happened to life being exciting and fun and, going out and discovering the world? What are y'all doing? What are y'all men doing other than that? What are y'all doing?
Men are finished. They've checked out of effort, romance, and adventure, leaving women to shoulder the dating scene and create their own excitement. Taking a woman out, spending money, planning something fun, it's all too much for today's men. Women are still out there thriving, ambitious, and building experiences, while men fade into the background, detached and invisible. The era of men putting in effort? Long gone, courtesy of modern women. And the sad part is most men don't even care enough to fight for it anymore.
63% of men in the United States are single. And no, it's not because they're players, they're picky, or emotionally unavailable. It's because the dating pool isn't filled with women who are ready to build. It's filled with women chasing something else. Validation, independence, status, and personal freedom. All at the cost of actual connection. Let's be honest, being a good man doesn't get you very far anymore. Not when you're up against a culture that's told women they don't need you, shouldn't trust you, and definitely shouldn't center their life around building something with you. Feminism, at least the version of it we see today, has told women that a good man is optional, but self-fulfillment, that's sacred, that his needs are secondary, and that compromise is oppression. And if you're a man that's looking for a good woman, one who still values partnership, respect, and building something real, you're not crazy. You're just living in a culture that makes you feel like you are. But here's what they don't tell you. Those women do still exist. They're just not where you're looking. They're not loud and they're not trending. And contrary to all of those women, they're not trying to prove something to the world, but they are watching, waiting, looking for a man who leads, listens, and
Looking at ages 18 to 29, it's clear why this plays out the way it does. A young guy usually has no money, no car, no house, no status, no lifestyle, nothing that draws attention. By the time he hits 30 plus and finally builds all that, he runs into two problems. First, he's inexperienced with women. Second, he's carrying years of rejection. Now picture that man meeting a woman at 30 who suddenly wants to settle down. She's likely been with 20 plus guys, while he's maybe been with none or just a couple. And by been with, it's not relationships. It's literally being with them. She may see him as appealing now that he's established, but inside he feels a gap. He wants his share. She had 20. He wants 20. Only then does he feel it's balanced. That's the path she chose. So why should he settle for less? In the end, dating is collapsing fast. No real love, no genuine romance, just surface-level materialism.
What would you want his income to be?
I feel like this is gonna sound bad. I feel like 300,000. I would have to say 127.
Probably 150 to $250,000 a year.
$500,000. Is that bad?
150, maybe to 250,000 a year would be comfortable for sure.
I was just having this conversation with my friend, and she was like, you have to manifest a husband, girl. Ideally, my husband needs to be making like 650,000.
So you said you want 500K, but what do you think the median income is for a 30-year-old?
60K? 70K?
It is $45,000.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
I think it's 250,000.
It's 52,000.
What? No, it's not. Damn, America.
Gentlemen, the so-called strong and independent women are all hunting for a provider, and not a single one of them is a virgin. They want traditional men while offering nothing traditional in return.
There are way more single men under 30 than women. A Pew study revealed that 63% of men under 30 are single, while only 34% of women are single as well, which is a 12% increase for men from 2019, and only a 2% increase for women. There are also 5 million more women in the United States than men, and globally women are younger than their male partners, which could be a reason for the disparity. So why are more men single now? One psychologist says it's due to social media and watching naughty videos, and that men are getting their needs met without going out. And on the other side, women don't need to be in long-term relationships. They don't need to be married. They'd rather go out to brunch with friends than on a horrible date. But what about something in the middle? One psychologist says that we're in a crisis of connection and disconnecting from ourselves and each other, which sounds kind of familiar when you add up all the other societal decay caused by social media. But if we don't have social media, where else are we going to argue about toxic masculinity and feminism?
Men crave peace, genuine calm, a life without drama. But women keep injecting chaos into every situation, treating brunch with friends like it's worth more than stability, love, or commitment. What they miss is men aren't chasing chaos. They're focused on building something real. Then they act shocked when men walk away. It's peak entitlement, and they still can't figure out why men are going single in record numbers.
63% of men under the age of 30 are choosing to be single. And the reality is they live in a culture where they kind of get what they want without having to be married. So they're like, why should I make that level of commitment? Everybody still desires to find someone special. They still want to have intimacy. They still want to feel loved and have a person who loves them unconditionally. So we can't look at this and say something's not working. If you do what most people do, you'll get what most people get.
Thanks for watching. Find sermons like this and more by downloading our mobile app today and never miss another moment.
The risk to reward ratio in marriage for men is completely skewed, and in the absolute worst way imaginable.
What happened to men pursuing girls? When was the pivotal moment that a man chose to not go after a girl anymore or put in any effort? It seems like guys can just put the bare minimum and not even really put in effort anymore. They don't really care to. Or they're like, why don't girls just go and make the first move and make the effort? When did it become a thing? Now it's like role reversal where they expect girls to be making the first moves, yearning for a guy and chasing him. That is, I feel like, the downfall of why it's so hard to meet someone, because men don't put in effort.
There's plenty of pivotal moments. How about when a woman called a man weak for opening her car door? Or the time that men pursued women on dating apps and him saying, hey, how are you, wasn't good enough? How about the pivotal moment when a man is looking out into the open and happens to glance in a woman's direction and somehow he's undressing her with his eyes? Or how about the moment when women considered everything the bare minimum and nothing is ever good enough? Or what about the pivotal moment where men have to fix everything in a relationship to make it work and women have to simply exist? Or how about the time there was a study done that said 80% of women find men unattractive, so why would they try anymore? Or the pivotal moment where men can be accused of SA or grape at any given moment by accident just because a woman is pissed off because she was rejected? Or what about the pivotal moment that women have constantly told men that they're so undesirable that they would rather pick a bear over a human being, as if men don't have feelings? Or how about the pivotal moment that every single man that ever chased a woman was considered a simp and women simply didn't respect them or want to be with them because they're chasing and they're trying too hard? What about the pivotal moment when the nice guy gets left because he's not toxic enough? Or what about the pivotal moment where men can't even simply be respectful without it being considered creepy or too friendly? Or what about the time that women decided that not even Cheesecake Factory was good enough for a first date? That they didn't want to get to know men for who they are. They wanted to know how much money they made and their status. And I don't know about you, but that doesn't sound worth chasing. Okay, bye.
Ask the bear? It's just not worth the risk. Chase a woman, show respect, or simply exist, and somehow it's never enough. You get labeled a simp, creepy, or weak. Women keep raising the bar, demanding status and dismissing effort, and men are done playing a game that punishes them for even trying. The era of men pursuing women with genuine effort? Finished. And now, men are realizing their energy is better spent on themselves, not chasing ungrateful approval.
I am convinced that these men just don't like women. They just don't like us. Not saying that they like men, but they just don't like us. Every time we point out, like, where a man is lacking, right? So it's like, oh, we want men to be more romantic and give us flowers. Their comeback will be like, why am I getting a girl flowers? They're going to die anyway. Okay, you don't like us. I saw a meme yesterday, and it was a man like, when you're having a bad day and she sends you a selfie and your day gets worse. Huh? Y'all really hate us. We say like, oh, I love a man that opens the door for me. Why would I open a woman's door? She got two hands. She could open her own door. You hate us. Oh, we love like the girlfriend proposals, and we love the decorated hotel room. Why would I be decorating? Yo, just say you don't like us. Just say you don't like us. That's it. And we'll just move on. We'll just move on. Y'all can stop pretending that y'all actually like us. We get it. Y'all don't like us. It's cool. We're going to find somebody that does like us. And then we find the people that like us. Y'all be mad. It's no winning. It's no winning.
This is a reality check. Countless men have mentally checked out from dealing with women, not because they prefer men, but because they're done altogether. Romance, effort, gestures, all brushed off, mocked, or deemed pointless. A woman can show up, even be great, and it still won't matter if the effort isn't matched. The hard truth? Many men no longer value women because they were never valued equally, and that's why dating now feels like a losing game.
Why American men don't want to date American women anymore. And a little disclaimer, I do live in the US for the past 7 years. 1. Some American men feel that American women are very entitled. They feel that many American women expect a partner who fit a specific ideal. He has to be smart, attractive, successful, fit. They believe that many American women have unrealistic expectations. They expect their partners to do everything, and they expect their partners to put their needs above their own. 2, because of the rise of radical feminism, there is a loss of femininity among American women, and they even started to adopt some masculine traits. 3, opportunistic behavior. A big percentage of divorces are initiated by women, and usually is because they prioritize their career and personal growth over their family life. And a lot of men also express some frustration because they feel that there is a lack of commitment and loyalty among American women. And that is why a lot of American men are now dating non-American women, because they believe that non-American women tend to prioritize mutual respect, shared values, and commitment.
The juice isn't worth the squeeze. It's not just American men. Ask a guy from the UK and he'd sprint the other way if it's an American woman. Men worldwide are waking up to the same game, and they're choosing peace over headache every time.
Why men don't stay friends with you after you've rejected them. Some women get offended when she's done friend-zoning a guy and he wants nothing to do with her. She feels used. But here's the thing. It can be painful to be around someone you like that, knowing that they're probably pursuing somebody else. It can hurt his confidence. And he has a right to choose the relationships that he wants to be in, especially when he's not getting what he wants out of them.
Remember, brothers, if you're not her top pick, then you're not a pick at all.
Is it actually true, right, that a girl can have 3 different guys hitting her up, showing so much interest that all want her? But then there's that 4th guy who wants absolutely nothing to do with her. But that's the guy that she wants. If so, which I think that's the case very often, please tell me why. I don't understand.
This is a perfect example of why countless men have checked out. Women chasing the unavailable guy shows that effort, respect, and real interest mean nothing. When kindness, consistency, and attention are ignored, while aloofness is rewarded, men see the game is stacked. That gap between desire and payoff is exactly why so many men have simply stopped trying.
Look at this article I found today. The dangerous rise of men who won't date woke women. Pathetic. I know you probably can't tell, but I'm quite woke and very alert to social injustice. Woke discrimination in dating should not be tolerated. Also, who wouldn't want this? I mean, look at these bangs. They're perfect. Come to think of it, I've been single for the past 10 years, ever since I started free bleeding in women's marches. But what kind of man doesn't love that level of confidence? I don't even have that many dating requirements. I mean, he has to be a vegan, obviously, and he must have his pronouns in his bio. He must provide proof of vaccination and all his boosters, and he must wear an N95 mask or equivalent during sex, but forget about condoms because that's what abortion healthcare is for. He needs to be okay with the fact that I don't shave any body hair, but he has to be perfectly manscaped with the body of Chris Hemsworth. He also must be okay with the fact that I wear natural deodorant. It doesn't really work, but at least I don't have aluminum seeping into my skin. And last but not least, he must not like video games or sports. So I don't really know what the problem is. I'm a total catch. Did you ever think that maybe it's your attitude? Or maybe it's your irrational list of standards? What do you mean attitude? Also, I don't have to lower my standards for any man or anyone.
This is a perfect representation. We can spot them from a mile away. And once you see the pattern, it's impossible to be fooled again.
63% of men under 30 are single, and more than half of them aren't even trying to date. Why do you think that is? What do you think the root cause of that is?
And I feel like a lot of younger men that are single, that aren't even trying, they don't want to dedicate the time. They want to build their business. They want to make it to the gym. They want to travel. They want to do it. And you know what? Finding a real relationship is work. It's not that they can't get dates. It's that they can't get the right ones.
It's a waste of time. Unless you're 6 feet tall and tick every box, forget ever getting a date. And even then, the odds are still stacked against you.
There was a study called from the Pew Center Research conducted a study that said 63% of men under age 30 would rather stay home and watch porn than go on a date. Men say they are getting their needs met without having to go on a date. Would men rather stay single than be with a woman is the question.
That's what they're saying, pretty much.
63% of men.
I think they're cheap.
Yeah, they just ain't got no money.
They don't have money, which you should get your money up before you start dating. So it is cheaper to sit home and beat your meat than actually go out and find actual women to hang out with.
That's a sad reality.
I disagree.
Why? What do you think?
Is it less of a headache to have to deal with a woman or something?
There it goes. Like, it's a headache. Now I got to take you out. I got to hear what you had to tell your whole day.
That's why you take out people you actually like, and then you don't feel that.
Yeah, but then I got to get to know you first to like you, right?
Yeah.
So how do I get to know you?
Call them.
So you rather hand?
Hey, listen, I'm married.
You always gotta say. Okay, so if you wasn't married,
I'd probably beat him by me at 100 miles an hour.
This right here explains why men are opting out of dating. Look at them sneering, acting like men owe them attention, commitment, or cash, while guys realize it's far easier and cheaper to stay home than deal with entitlement, judgment, and pointless drama. No respect, no reward, just stress. Men checked out ages ago and they're not coming back. And that's it for today on Sigma Traits. Make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring that notification bell. Support this channel through membership. You can also support through PayPal link in the description. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.